Hello, it's me James, and welcome to the return of Showcase That Seed. This is the series where I like to showcase the most weird and wonderful seeds available on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. That's right, I'm going to be returning to showcasing some seeds. Now, I still have a bunch of seeds showcased on my channel. However, unfortunately, most of these, if not all of these, will not work anymore. I believe in the 1.18 update, a bunch of seeds changed. And this is probably one of the main reasons why I decided to stop doing seed showcases. Because literally all of these videos just became pointless unless you was in previous updates. So literally none of them worked. But now the series has returned. I do want to try and find the triple, the quad, the 5 spawner, and the 6 spawner seeds again. They will be pretty epic to find. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of different seeds that we will be able to showcase, and I did say that all of these seeds right here will no longer work, but there was one seed that I did revisit that does in fact work, and that is the seed that we are going to be revisiting today. Of course, it's massively changed, and some of you may even recognize the seed itself. So if you put this seed in to a world right now, and yeah, we set it up, you will basically get one of the most glitch worlds that you have ever seen. However, when you spawn in, I mean, it just looks kind of normal. As you fly around a little bit, things might start to get a little bit strange. For example, as soon as you spawn in, pretty much, you will notice these trees are quite literally repeating. You may decide to make a map, and when you look at the map, I mean, if we just take a look at that, I mean, yeah, it looks a little bit strange, right? So, above ground, apart from the weird looking trees and the glitched out map, everything seems to be reasonably normal. However, that all changes when we go beneath the ground. We can actually start to see repeating amethyst geodes. Now, if you were to make a farm in one of these or multiple of these, you would have so many shards, and this thing just goes on forever and ever. I mean, you might have thought it stopped right there, but it literally doesn't. You can see this thing will go on forever and ever and ever. It just continuously repeats the geodes. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what seed this is already, this is, of course, the famous repeating / duplicating seed. This thing right here, literally, I think it duplicates chunks. I mean, not entirely full chunks. But you can see right here, as I said, it duplicates amethyst geodes for some reason. In other sections, there are huge duplicated portions of caves, and you can tell that they're duplicated because if you come out here like this, just look how many caves there are that are exactly the same. How crazy is that? I've gone ahead and put coordinates on. What I want to do is show you one of probably my favorite things that I've found that has duplicated on this world. If we go down at these coordinates, you'll see a bunch. If we just go forward a little bit, we will see a bunch of duplicated spawners. Now, I've never ever seen this before. I don't even think I found duplicated spawners on the last time I explored this seed. Of course, as I did say, it has massively changed, but just look how many spawners we've got. And each one of these has got loot in it. So just imagine looting every single one of these spawners. And sometimes it looks like it stops, but then it restarts again just here. Well, actually, you know, it does stop just there. There is so many spawners in a row. These ones are zombie ones. Oh, I just tried to count the spawners, but apparently they just continue all the way down here as well, which is absolutely insane. Look how many spawners there are in a row. This is absolutely insane. I have never seen this many spawners in a row in my life. Dude. Literally, I thought it stopped, but there are still a couple spawners down here. I think for sure that has stopped now. Wow. There were so many spawners in a row. Now, if you didn't really like these zombie spawners, I actually found some skeleton spawners that were repeating as well. So if you come to these coordinates, you can see that there is a number of repeating skeleton spawners. Again, we get a chest in each one. It does look like it stops, but it does continue for another massive length of time. In spectator mode, I'm telling you right now, this looks absolutely crazy. You can see right here how many skeleton spawners there are. It just keeps going and going and going. As I said, sometimes it does look like it stops, like this bit, but if you continue to go through, it just continues and repeats the skeleton spawners. Right here, there's a huge portion that's actually stopped, but again, it continues to spawn them again here. I have no idea how, but and then it just continues for 2 and then stops again. Maybe if I continue to go this way, we'll find even more. I was about to say, as it appears, the skeleton spawn has stopped, but I've just found one stray one, and that is exactly the same as the other ones for sure. And we are so far away. Is that another one? Yeah, it is. Damn. So they didn't even... Oh, wow. Yeah, no, they just didn't even stop. Damn, I just must have missed these. So yeah, repeating skeleton spawners as well. Another cool thing I come across was this huge dripstone repeating cave. It kind of makes a huge ravine. This has also got geodes next to it. But if we continue to go all the way down, you can see that it literally repeats that one huge dripstone thing over and over again. Now, right here, we got a mine shaft, which is pretty nice. And this thing just keeps repeating over and over again, as you can see. I mean, it even repeats the ores. If we take a look at this copper ore here and this iron ore, we've got copper ore here again and the iron ore. And then if we continue, I mean, there's a massive hole there. But if we continue here, we've got the copper and then the iron and then the copper again. And then the copper again and the iron. I mean, the copper again and the iron. I mean, I'm pretty sure you get the message. As I said, even when it looks like it stops, it will just continue. If you go through the wall, boom. We've still got the dripstone repeating. And then we've got the copper and the iron. It just continues to repeat. I mean, if you came here, you would be rich in copper and iron. I mean, and dripstone blocks, to be fair. One thing I remember really clearly about this seed last time is above ground, we got these massive open ravines that went all the way down to the bedrock. And of course, because 1.18 added a huge new layer, those things kind of become extinct. However, if you do go below ground, you can still find some. I managed to find myself a huge lava ravine, and it goes so far, as you can see. And the best part, in my opinion, about finding a repeating lava ravine is because we're so low down, it actually will repeat this diamond. So if we continue at an angle going through this diamond, you can see that it will continuously repeat the diamond, and we will quite literally be rich in diamond. How epic is that? This thing goes on for miles as well, so you will literally have so much diamonds if you chose to use this seed as your own. I mean, the diamond is good, but the ravine itself is absolutely epic. Just look at this. Again, this thing goes on for literally ages. And as you've seen back there, there was a mine shaft, so there are structures that do come in the ravine as well. Like just here, we've got another mine shaft, so you could get yourself a bunch of loot from that. We got another structure here being a ruined portal. And then it kind of turns into a little dripstone thing, as you can see. And then eventually it will start turning into the deep dark. Now, if you continue, it will look like it ends again. But you want to continue at that same angle. And you will return inside the ravine, as you can see. And things start getting a lot more like the deep dark. As you can see, the ravine walls just starts getting absolutely covered in the sculpt blocks, as you can see. I actually forget how big the mine shafts are in this game. This one here is absolutely humongous. Damn, just look at that. Now, if you continue to follow the ravine all the way down where the walls are like the deep dark, you will actually eventually hit an ancient city, and it's right inside the ravine. So I mean, if you came down in like a boat or something, well, maybe not a boat, boats can't go on lava, but if you came down on maybe a strider, I don't know, or just on the side of a wall, you would eventually hit yourself an ancient city, and you would be able to loot this place as well. This place right here is absolutely huge. There are literally so many opportunities to get loot in these places. I bet quite often people like explore these in survival and miss so much loot because they are that big. Like literally, look how big they are. So you may think after that it comes to a dead end, and it kind of does, but as I said before, if you continue at an angle going through the dead end, you might hit a few new caves like this, but eventually you will get back onto the ravine, and yeah, it just continues to go on for absolutely ages. And as I said before, there are so many diamonds that you could acquire from this place. Just look at that. Look how many diamonds are there. We've got a diamond there, and we can just get so many diamonds. Imagine you had a fortune pickaxe with these diamonds. You'll get so many. Alright, and if you come to the roof of the ravine a little bit here, it actually turns into a repeating lush biome, which is really quite nice. This is probably one of my favorite biomes in the game. I actually can barely believe how long this goes on for. I mean, I've been going forward for so long right now. It feels like I've been going for ages. I don't think I've ever been this far in this ravine. We've come to another brick wall. Let's have a look. And, I mean, there is an amethyst geode that's continuing to repeat. So maybe if I follow that, I don't think it reopens up. I think we actually hit the end of that ravine. How insane. Damn, that was one hell of a long ravine, right? And there are so many mine shafts about. It's actually insane. Yep, I'm pretty sure we hit the end of that ravine. It's just literally amethyst geodes now, as you can see. I think I may have re-entered the ravine. How the... Dude. Even after so long it had stopped, it restarted. How the... Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is just going to go on for the entire of the world. It could stop every now and again, but then just continue. That is absolutely insane. Alright, it stopped again. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to continue with this. Instead, let's go ahead and look in the Nether. Now, last time in the Nether, I remember being able to find some duplicating chunks, and in those chunks we was able to find duplicating ancient debris, a little bit like the diamonds. The problem is, in the Nether, it's a little bit harder to find duplicated chunks. Now, I think maybe these bones are definitely duplicated, as you can see, and then maybe these ones as well, but then they just don't continue. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if this is a duplicated area. I want to definitely look around and try and for sure find a duplicated area, and then we'll do some digging. Right, I haven't actually found a duplicated area yet, but I have found the Nether fortress. So if that does interest you, here's the coordinates. Right, so in Spectator, I've actually managed to decipher some duplicating chunks. So as you can see, this is exactly the same here, 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 and here, and it just continues. We can also see that the gold also duplicates. So if we take a look on this one, we've got the gold there, and on this one we've also got the gold there. So we could get unlimited gold from this, and at least now we know for sure that these are duplicating chunks. So now what I want to do is go directly down, and we're going to try and find some ancient debris duplicating. Now all I'm going to do is dig around and see if we can find ourselves some ores that are definitely duplicating, so we know as well that we're in a duplicating state. Now I think maybe these right here may be duplicated. I'm not 100% sure, but I have just found some down here. See them? You see, but they're not exactly the same, are they? Which is kind of unfortunate. Right, so I think the best method for this is definitely going to be the old beds. That's definitely the quickest way to expose a bunch of area. And we will also get to see if places are duplicating. So let's see if it's duplicating down here as well as up there. So after a bunch of clearing out, I have successfully been able to find a bunch of repeating ancient debris. So it starts off, we got this one here, 1, 2, 3, so there's 3 in total. We're just going to come across, and then we got another 3, exactly the same, and then we've got another 3, exactly the same, and then over here, we've got another 3, exactly the same. If I continue blowing up all the way down here, yeah, we're going to find those exact same ancient debris again, unless, of course, it does stop. I don't think it does stop, though. Maybe we will be able to find them again. So we're just going to keep going a little bit. Actually, I think maybe we just found the end of that ancient debris chain, which is kind of sad. So maybe I think it stops a little bit here and then continues again. So I found it and maybe started going off a little bit on the angle as well. So let me just blow that up. Yeah, so I think it stopped a little bit and then started again just here. So it does continue. That's pretty nice. I think we'll continue a little bit to see how many we can find. So yeah, it does actually continue. As you can see, we have the repeating ancient debris in the Nether as well. I'm not actually sure what other uses this repeating would have in the Nether. I've only ever seen a repeating spawner as far as structures go. So I'm not really sure if you'll find like repeating bastions. I mean, that would be insane if that was possible, but I don't think it is. This seed is definitely one of the most insane seeds that I've ever seen. I'm super glad I was able to return to it and see some new things that I've not seen before, like these spawners. Again, if you do decide to search this seed and find any super awesome coordinates, let us all know and leave them in the comments below. But that is all I've got time for today. Remember, also, this seed that we've searched today is located in the description below. That is all I've got time for. I will catch you on the next one.